Elon Musk is one of the most famous people in the world today. Many people know him because he builds fast electric cars. Others know him because he sends big rockets into space. He is also very rich. But his life was not always easy. He worked very hard to become successful. His story begins in South Africa. Elon was born on June 28, 1971. His hometown was Pretoria. It is a large city in South Africa. His father's name was Errol, and his mother's name was May. His father was an engineer and a pilot. His mother was a model. Elon was the oldest child. He had a younger brother named Kimball and a younger sister named Tosca. As a young boy, Elon was very quiet. Sometimes he did not answer when people spoke to him. His parents worried about this. They thought he had a problem with his ears. Doctors checked his hearing. They took out his adenoids, but it did not help. Elon could hear very well. He just liked to think. He lived inside his own head. He thought about big ideas. When he was thinking, he did not listen to the world outside. Elon loved books. He read all the time. He was not like other children who played sports outside. Elon stayed inside and read. He read for 5 or even 10 hours a day. He read comic books and stories about space. When he finished all his books, he wanted more. He read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. An encyclopedia is a very big set of books with facts about everything. He remembered everything he read. He had a very good memory. School was difficult for Elon. He was the youngest boy in his class. He was also very smart, and sometimes he corrected his teachers. The other children did not like this. They thought he was strange. Bullies at school were very mean to him. A bully is a person who hurts other people. One day, a group of boys threw Elon down some stairs. They hit him and hurt him very badly. He had to go to the hospital. Because of this, Elon was lonely. He did not have many friends, but he had computers. When Elon was 10 years old, he saw a computer for the first time. It was a Commodore VIC-20. He loved it immediately. He wanted to learn how to use it. He bought a book that taught computer programming. The book was difficult. It usually took 6 months to finish. Elon finished it in 3 days. He learned to write code very fast. When he was 12 years old, he made a video game. He called the game Blastar. It was a simple game about space. A player had to shoot aliens. Elon sold the code for this game to a magazine. They paid him $500. It was his first business success. He realized that he could make things and sell them. Life at home was also hard for Elon. His parents divorced when he was 9 years old. Divorce is when a husband and wife stop being married. Elon stayed with his father, but they did not get along well. His father was a strict man. Elon wanted to leave South Africa. He saw America in movies and comic books. He thought America was a land of new ideas. He wanted to go there. His mother, May, was from Canada. This was lucky for Elon. It is easier to go to America from Canada. So, when Elon was 17, he made a plan. He finished school in South Africa and moved to Canada. He arrived in Canada in June 1989. He did not have much money. He did not have a home. He lived with relatives. Relatives are family members like cousins or uncles. He worked very hard jobs. He worked on a farm. He cleaned boilers in a lumber mill. A lumber mill is a factory that cuts wood. It was hot, dirty, and dangerous work. But Elon did not stop. After some time, his brother Kimball also moved to Canada. They were happy to be together. Elon went to college at Queen's University in Ontario. He studied there for 2 years. Then he got a scholarship to go to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States. A scholarship is money that a school gives to a good student. This was his dream. He finally moved to America. At the university, he studied 2 things, physics and economics. Physics helps you understand how the world works. Economics helps you understand how money and business work. Elon was a good student, but he also liked to have fun. He and a friend rented a big house. They had big parties on weekends. They charged $5 for entry. This helped them pay for the rent. During college, Elon thought about the future. He asked himself a question. What will change the world? He thought of 3 things. The first thing was the Internet. The second thing was clean energy. The third thing was space travel. He wanted to work on these 3 things. In 1995, Elon moved to California. He wanted to study at Stanford University. But he only stayed for 2 days. The Internet was becoming very popular. Elon saw a big opportunity. He did not want to study anymore. He wanted to start a company. He asked his brother Kimball to come to California. Together, they started a company called Zip2. They did not have much money. They had only $2,000 from their father and some money from investors later. They rented a small office. They could not afford an apartment, so Elon and Kimball slept in the office. They slept on the floor. They showered at the local YMCA gym. Elon programmed the computer code at night. In the day, they tried to sell their product. Zip2 was like an online map for cities. It helped newspapers put their guides on the Internet. It was new and exciting. At first, nobody wanted to buy it, but Elon worked very hard. He never gave up. Slowly, the company became successful. In 1999, a big computer company called Compaq bought Zip2. They paid more than $300 million. Elon received $22 million. He was 27 years old. He was now a millionaire. Elon bought a fast car. It was a McLaren F1. He also bought a small plane. But he did not just spend money. He wanted to build a new company. He looked at banks. He thought banks were too slow. He wanted to move money fast over the internet. He started a company called X.com. It was an online bank. Many people said it was a bad idea. They said people would not trust the internet with their money. Elon did not listen. He knew he was right. Another man named Peter Thiel had a similar company called Confinity. They were competitors. They fought for customers. But then they decided to work together. They joined their companies. The new company was called PayPal. PayPal became very popular. People used it to buy things on eBay. But there were problems in the company. Elon and the other bosses did not agree on things. They argued about computer systems. One day, Elon went on a vacation. He went to Australia for a holiday. While he was away, the other bosses fired him. He was no longer the CEO, the main boss. This was sad for Elon, but he still owned part of the company. In 2002, eBay bought PayPal. They paid $1.5 billion. Elon received $165 million. He was now very, very rich. But he did not retire. To retire means to stop working and relax. Elon did not want to relax. He remembered his dream about space. He moved to Los Angeles. He wanted to send a rocket to Mars. Mars is the red planet next to Earth. Elon looked at the prices of rockets. They were very expensive. He went to Russia to buy old rockets. The Russians did not take him seriously. They thought he was just a rich boy with a crazy idea. They said the price was too high. Elon was angry, but he had an idea. He thought, why are rockets so expensive? He looked at the materials. Metal, fuel, and other parts were cheap. The problem was how people built them. He decided to build his own rockets. He started a new company called SpaceX. It was 2002. He read books about rocket science. He learned how to build engines. He hired smart engineers. His plan was to make simple and cheap rockets. He called his first rocket the Falcon 1. But space is very hard. The first time they launched the rocket, it failed. It caught fire and fell. Elon lost money. They tried a second time. It failed again. They tried a third time. It failed again. This was a very bad time for Elon. He had spent almost all his money. He had enough money for only one more try. If the fourth rocket failed, SpaceX would die. Elon was very stressed. In 2008, they launched the fourth rocket. Everyone watched nervously. The rocket went up. It did not explode. It went into orbit. It was a success. Elon was so happy. Soon, NASA, the American Space Agency, called him. They gave SpaceX a big contract. They paid SpaceX $1.5 billion to take supplies to the space station. SpaceX was saved. While Elon was building rockets, he was also busy with cars. In 2004, he met two engineers. They had an idea for an electric car company. It was called Tesla Motors. Elon loved the idea. He gave them money and became the boss. Before Tesla, electric cars were slow and ugly. They could not drive far. Elon wanted to change this. He wanted to make an electric car that was fast, beautiful, and fun. Their first car was the Roadster. It was a sports car. It was very fast. But it was very hard to build. It cost a lot of money. The year 2008 was terrible for Elon. The economy in America was bad. SpaceX had problems. Tesla was running out of money. Elon was divorcing his first wife, Justine. He had to borrow money from friends to pay for his house. He worked day and night. He slept at the Tesla factory. He wanted to make sure every car was perfect. At the very last moment, investors gave Tesla more money. The company survived. Tesla started to sell the Model S. It was a luxury sedan. It won many awards. It was the best car of the year. People loved it. It had a big screen inside. It was very quiet. Then came the Model X and the Model 3. The Model 3 was cheaper. More people could buy it. Tesla became the most valuable car company in the world. Elon became the richest man in the world. Elon is also interested in clean energy. He helped his cousins start a company called Solar City. They put solar panels on roofs. Solar panels take light from the sun and turn it into electricity. Later, Tesla bought this company. Now, Tesla sells cars and solar panels. Elon wants the world to stop using gas and oil. He wants to save the Earth from climate change. He also has other strange ideas. He started a company called the Boring Company. It does not mean the company is not interesting. Boring here means digging holes. He wants to dig tunnels under cities. Cars can drive fast in these tunnels. This will stop traffic jams. He also started Neuralink. This company wants to put small chips in human brains. Elon thinks this can help people who cannot walk or speak. In 2022, Elon did something very big again. He bought Twitter. Twitter is a famous social media app. He paid $44 billion for it. He walked into the Twitter office carrying a sink. It was a joke. He wanted to make many changes. He fired many workers. He changed the rules about what people can say. He even changed the name of the company. He called it X. Elon likes the letter X very much. Remember X.com and SpaceX and Model X. Many people were angry about the changes at Twitter, but Elon said he wanted to make it better. Elon's personal life is also famous. He has many children. He wants to have a big family. He believes there are not enough people in the world. He works all the time. He says he works 80 to 100 hours a week. He does not like vacations. He says vacations kill you. He expects his workers to work hard too. Some people love working for him. Some people think he is too hard. He is a very intense person. He does not care about small talk. He cares about solving problems. Today, Elon Musk has a very big dream. He wants to send people to Mars. He is building a giant rocket called Starship. It is the biggest rocket ever made. It looks like a silver tower. He wants to build a city on Mars. He thinks that if something bad happens to Earth, humans can live on Mars. He wants to make humans a multi-planetary species. This means living on more than one planet. It sounds like science fiction. But Elon Musk has done many things that seemed impossible. He made electric cars popular. He landed rockets back on Earth so he could use them again. He connected the world with satellites. His life teaches us many things. It teaches us to read books. It teaches us to work hard. It teaches us not to give up when we fail. Elon failed many times. He lost money. People laughed at him. Rockets exploded. But he kept trying. Now he looks at the stars and sees a future for all of us. He is still working today. He is always planning the next big thing. Nobody knows exactly what he will do next, but everyone is watching.